For more on this, let's bring in Jack Riley, former deputy administrator of the DEA, and Councilwoman Piarina Sanchez. She is the New York City Council member representing the 14th District, where this daycare center was. Councilmember Sanchez, I'd like to start with you, if I may. This daycare center had been inspected. How deep are these inspections and the background checks of the people who operate them?
That's right. On September 6th, this center was inspected. Department of Health and Mental Hygiene here in the city are authorized to look in every room, to open up cupboards. We're not sure. We don't understand. I certainly do not understand how we could have missed these signs. Now, the Department of Health is saying that the inspectors are not trained to look for, signs of the illicit drug trade. They're not trained to look for signs of the nature that we found here. But, this is the question that we're all sort of grappling with, and what we have to revisit our policies to make sure that they have the appropriate training to keep our children safe.
The New York City Health Commissioner is quoted as saying, "I'm very sorry, but one of the things my child care inspectors are not trained to do is look for fentanyl. But maybe we need to start." Boy, that's tough.
That's right. That's right. These parents did everything right. They worked with a community-based institution that was trusted in the community, that was doing childcare, was doing site visits to this new center. They were on the waiting list for nearly a year for a voucher to be able to afford the childcare that they finally got. And just a week after being in this center, here they are mourning the death of their baby boy. It's horrific. And it's heartbreaking, and we have to interrogate all of our systems and make the changes necessary to keep our kids safe.
The mother said she thought it looked great, that she had been there, that they seemed to be wonderful people running this daycare center. Is it possible that the woman running this really didn't know anything? Because why would she call her husband twice before she called 911? Precious moments that maybe could have saved that little boy.
I can't speculate to what she did or didn't know personally. We need to make sure, and I know that the district attorney here of the Bronx and the federal government has also taken on this case. They're asking all of the questions, and we need to make sure that there is serious accountability, because this is a tragedy of magnitude that I personally, I hope to never have to deal with again. That no one in our country has to deal with this kind of tragedy again.
Yeah, Jack, this story is shocking and tragic, but you say this tactic of hiding drugs in a daycare center actually isn't new?
Yeah, throughout my career, I've seen it in daycare centers, car seats, baby carriages. So the traffickers will use this because it's a very good place for them to hide narcotics, with the idea that no one's going to look. But here's the most important thing we have to understand. The amount of fentanyl that was discovered that eventually killed the little boy and the others, injured the others, is unbelievable. It's enough fentanyl literally to take the Bronx out, to put down everybody if they ingested it. And to me, my heart goes out to the parents. I am so angry. This is a lack of leadership, I think, at the national level. We've been talking, Elizabeth, you and I have been talking a long time about the dangers of fentanyl and the connection between the Mexican cartels and the Dominican suppliers in New York. And it's about time we take gloves off and take the fight to them. This is really a failure, I think, of our drug policy. One of the things that drives me crazy is I hear people say the war on drugs has been a failure. That's a mantra that depicts a beginning and an end. There'll be no end to addiction and the violence, as long as there's people that are willing to make money off of our citizens. And so we got to figure out how to deal with it and how to confront these people. And right now, we're not doing a very good job internationally, and I really don't think we're doing a strong job domestically from the Washington point of view. This needs to be front and center. This is a national security issue.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.